Welcome back and welcome to Samadhi Game after a long hiatus. We have been waiting for software to be developed that will allow us to run it on the new Mavericks operating system from Apple, and it's been taking a little bit longer than we thought. So I pulled out this old MacBook Pro that I have running an older operating system and spent several hours last night and several hours this morning fixing it up so that it might actually run this software that we're running right now. And it seems to be running okay. So what we can do until the new operating system, the new software comes out, is we'll go ahead and use this computer as much as possible. I'm also broadcasting from down here in the healing room. So it's a little different format, a little different setting. I usually leave this computer down here and as a backup. And so we're broadcasting from downstairs at Sunny Mellow. And what I'm planning on doing now that I imagine any day they'll be coming out with the new software for Ustream Producer. And when they do that, we'll be able to broadcast much more efficiently as soon as they do. My plans are to broadcast on Thursday evenings the same time we have been. That's at 10 o'clock to 10:30, right in that neighborhood of time we'll begin the broadcast. And on Saturday mornings at 8:30, allowing everyone to have free access to Samadhi Game as we have been doing. But I'm going to try to create in this next week or two an opening for constant Samadhi Game broadcasts on a day-to-day basis. However, those broadcasts will be on a paid basis. If you're interested enough to want to join Samadhi Game and to work with it in an ongoing basis, then the 99 cents that we charge for that show, for each of those days' shows, which will go on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday mornings, all of those shows will just be $1 a piece. So if you're interested in that, that's going to be coming up too. So we'll have all those morning shows that are available for a small fee, very small fee. We'll have the free Thursday evening at 10 to 10:30 and Saturday morning 8:30 to 9, right around there. Those will be free. And you can continue to ply your oars of practice and create a momentum of samadhi in such a way that we really start to develop some headway with this process of enlightenment, which is really something that takes a little bit of effort on our parts. So without further ado, let's take us to Samadhi Game and do a little mantra meditation. Let me see if I can get it up on the screen. This is the first time here, so bear with me. See if I can find it here. Okay, I've got to come back here and say the width should be 600 over 330. Okay, let's try that. And let's come back to this. And then let me pull this down. Just getting things lined up here. Once I get used to this little screen process, then it'll be a lot easier. Let's see if we can get it down and into the view. Up a little bit. Okay, right on. All right, so let's go ahead and give some mantras. This is called the shadowless light of samadhi. It's feeling, tone, and state of knowing. O glorious shadowless light of eternity, that brilliance of I am samadhi, shining in the void as 10,000 suns. Descend, 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 as the tangible substance of loving splendor, dazzling intelligence and palpable power for all to absorb and identify with, as the full and only authority throughout the earth, the boundless treasure house of the universe, and our infinite I am samadhi, of scintillating fire and dazzling light. That I am. I release the power of mastery without limit now, revealing the self and flooding forth perfect miracles in all activities, bringing to pass the enlightenment of the ages, and letting every being on earth sense and surrender to the intimacy of this light. Everywhere, the fullness of this self expanding is love, wisdom, and joy forever. Now, great songs of praise and gratitude burst forth from the heart of humanity for that silent splendor poured out to all. Now, pure love flows forth from the heart of the secret love star, drenching the earth with the glory and ecstasy of golden pink liquid light. Now, the oneness of supreme love, wisdom, and blazing joy overwhelms this whirl of duality in its glowing orb of transmutation, reconciliation, and dominion, making of Terra a smiling sun of everlasting, all-powerful, limitless light, casting no shadow, and in which only that absolute perfection can forever dwell. Now, I am limitless gifts of all good things, anointing the earth with abundance, healing, and happiness for all mankind. O presence of a shadowless light from out the great silence, we identify with thee now. I am the elation and exhilaration, freedom and liberation of this eternal experience and gnosis of samadhi, its ecstatic hearing, blissful feeling, cosmic scent, sublime taste, and immaculate vision, holding all safely within that compassionate diamond heart forever. I intensify this feeling tone of I am shadowless light, in acknowledgement, acceptance, and awareness, surrender, devotion, and adoration for this state of knowing that, this all-pervading I am samadhi, the intelligence of the heart that is divine illumination. I, the Ascended Master Gregory Donald Brinkley Living Super Yogi Brilliance, am awake, as is the Ascended Master Jesus, to this shadowless light, its feeling tone and state of knowing, that I am that never sleeps and enjoys all, now and forever. It's so good to be able to work with these mantras. Every single mantra in the Samadhi game, Manifesto of Enlightenment, of Insight and Awareness, is designed in order to remind ourselves of who we really are, what our gift to give gone is, who our community of light is or are. So all of these mantras come together to give us that idea that all of the prayers, all of the mantras of every religion, every spiritual path from the beginning of time have always reminded us that we are the Infinite One. We are the Christos. We are that Krishna. We are that Christ child. And here at this time of the year in the Western Hemisphere, largely this Christian-oriented part of the world, all of us are Christ children. As we give our Christmas hymns and songs and prayers and gifts, we're extolling, we're amplifying that idea of the universal Christos, Krishna, Buddha, Allah, Pharaoh, Monarch, Divine Mother, Father, Son, Conscious, Neutral Witness, Awareness within us. We are attempting to remind ourselves of that noble stature, that high and holy calling, that ability to hold the balance, not only for ourselves and our returning karmas, but also for the world at large, as we open our hearts with love. So let's go on and give some more of these mantras of enlightenment. Let's take us back. It's a little bit of a process changing between these two screens. Just making sure I have it there. Yes, I do. Good. Let's go on and give opening pillar of light, the pillar of the world. Sublime I am samadhi that I am, enfolding me now in that mighty, magic, electronic pillar of cosmic light substance. My identification with its magnificent humility and thoughtful creativity, so powerful and complete, that I artfully and magically alter every polarity with healing unity, within this majestic pillar of light, blazes that love as the violet compassionate flame. In, through, and around my etheric, mental, emotional, and physical bodies, effortlessly dissolving, consuming, transmuting, and reconciling the dualities of my human ego, charging my world and all I contact with the tangible substance, living awareness and conscious activity, the presence and superconscious samadhi of all enlightened beings, liberated and ascended masters, seeing, feeling, and hearing this light as it shines, radiates, and resonates within me as a visible pillar of the world, stabilized, supported, and sustained by the brilliant, elegant One, and infinitely sensitive to that invulnerable state of divine I am samadhi. Let's give it again. Sublime I am samadhi that I am, enfolding me now in that mighty, magic, electronic pillar of cosmic light substance. My identification with its magnificent humility and thoughtful creativity, so powerful and complete, that I artfully and magically alter every polarity with healing unity. Within this majestic pillar of light blazes that love as the violet compassionate flame. In and around my etheric, mental, emotional, and physical bodies, effortlessly dissolving, consuming, transmuting, and reconciling the dualities of my human ego, charging my world and all I contact with a tangible substance, living awareness and conscious activity, the presence and superconscious samadhi of all enlightened beings, liberated and ascended masters, seeing, feeling, and hearing this light as it shines, radiates, and resonates within me as a visible pillar of the world, stabilized, supported, and sustained by the brilliant, elegant One, and infinitely sensitive to that invulnerable state of divine I am samadhi. And one last time through. Sublime I am samadhi that I am, enfolding me now in that mighty, magic, electronic pillar of cosmic light substance. My identification with its magnificent humility and thoughtful creativity, so powerful and complete, that I artfully and magically alter every polarity with healing unity. Within this majestic pillar of light blazes that love as the violet compassionate flame. In, through, and around my etheric, mental, emotional, and physical bodies, effortlessly dissolving, consuming, transmuting, and reconciling the dualities of my human ego, charging my world and all I contact with a tangible substance, living awareness and conscious activity, the presence and superconscious samadhi of all enlightened beings, liberated and ascended masters, seeing, feeling, and hearing this light as it shines, radiates, and resonates within me as a visible pillar of the world, stabilized, supported, and sustained by the brilliant, elegant One, and infinitely sensitive to that invulnerable state of divine I am samadhi. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Eternity is my home. I do all that is necessary to actualize this ever-fresh realization and organize my life around it. Let's just sit for a few moments now, allowing ourselves to feel that pillar of light, that pillar of the world that we are, radiating all about us. thanks. Okay, so let's go on to some more mantras. I'll pull us down here and pull us to the next mantra. What we're trying to do is build a momentum on this light, this heartfelt, tangible samadhi, so that our season, this holiday season, is overbrimming with love. The love of samadhi, of our own hearts, ready to share it, filling our cups, lighting our lamps. Come on. O Great Spirit, O mighty I Am Samadhi at the center of all creation, radiant with illuminating fire, O heartfelt parent of all sons and sons, pour forth that life-giving power and fan the spark of that divinity on the altar of my heart. Amplify and magnify this spark by the fire breath of the Holy Spirit, into the potent God flame that I am. O the shimmering fountain of life, that I hear, feel, smell, taste, and see within me. I choose this constant cascade of liquid light, actively receiving its shimmering, directive radiance, tangibly and powerfully manifest in my experience. I open the innermost temple of love within this evident, ebullient, celestial, cosmic fire. I manifest that life and light for our healing and regeneration, letting the breath, height, fullness, and crown of the solar radiance of the sun behind the sun appear. I stand forth. Revealed in and through me is the neutral witness that Christos, Krishna, Buddha, Allah, Pharaoh, Monarch, Divine Mother, Father, Sun Conscious Awareness. I am the visible, audible, and tangible flame of eternal life, breathing the scintillating prana-energy from the source to the root of my being. Liquid rays of light flooding my chakras, seated upon their lotus thrones of love. Molten gold of enlightenment, shivering its ascension up my spine, crowning my awareness with the diamond rays of attainment. As the white fire being of my heart, I dynamically emanate and transmit this audible, tangible, fragrant, delectable, and visible substance of living samadhi as creativity and direction. I am a sun in the palace of the shining void, this temple a glistening world of infinite space, the process of my transformations sounding the melodies, harmonies, and rhythms of the great solar symphony. I am the dazzling flame of life, here and now, because I am nowhere else but everywhere forever. I am Samadhi's palpable joy, tactile glory, and felt perfection of boundless being. I am that. I am that. I am that. I am the Ascended Master Gregory Donald Binkley Living Super Yogi Brilliance. I am the Ascended Master Gregory Donald Binkley Living Super Yogi Brilliance. I am the Ascended Master Gregory Donald Binkley Living Super Yogi Brilliance. In embodiment, in embodiment, in embodiment. I am oneness lived. Let's come back for a moment. It's good to be back online. I've been rather frustrated by the Ustream tardiness and fixing their software so that it does work with the new operating system, which is so cool by Apple. My normal experience has always been that when Apple comes out with a new operating system, everyone's been on the ball and has been working on it, and it's within a matter of days, if not a week or two, that the softwares are all up to date and working with the system. This is the first time that it's happened where it's been lagging behind by about a month to 6 weeks now, and we just haven't had the software to broadcast with. So finally I remembered that this old MacBook Pro, it's thick, it's heavy, it's clunky, it takes about 5 minutes to turn on. It can't be upgraded to the new operating system. It's so old. But I thought, well, let's give it a try and see if we can get enough bandwidth and enough CPU power. The CPU right now is running, just to let you know, at about 90% of its capacity to broadcast this show. So, but it seems to be running. Everything else is turned off. I only have these applications on that need to be on, in order to run this program. So we're happy. We're happy that we can share with you these mantras of Samadhi game. The idea of it is to create a resonance across space and time of this infinite one. We become one as we say these words together, and even as we are using the miracle of this connection revolution on Facebook and throughout the internet, and coming together in ways that we never have been able to come together before, we're able to connect and say these mantras in unison across space and time. By doing so, we actually are effecting a kind of tantra being that involvement of the spirit into matter, that embedding of spirit into matter. And as we come together to say these words that affirm that spiritual truth of who we really are and where we're really going, then we create a resonance across time and space which actually amplifies each one of our mantras. So rather than just giving them alone, which is just fine to do, but now we are one in God. We are one in the Spirit. When two or more are gathered in my name, there I am, said the Master Jesus. And that is so true, because the resonance of many hearts gathered together creates an upwelling of love that is not usually available when we have just one person at a time. And so even though our lives are pretty much one person at a time, we come into this world alone and we leave this world alone, and we get used to living in this world alone, but we need to come together. We need to support each other. And that's what the Samadhi Game Tribe is all about. We support each other by our saying these mantras together, by coming together at the Samadhi Game Tribe website on Facebook and chiming in on the posts that we post there, or posting posts yourself. We chime together by going to either Robbie or my personal Facebook sites and having the sense of community, of the sense of friendship over the distances. I can't tell you how incredible the friendships are on Facebook and how much they mean, how much they involve in our lives the truth of the actual tangible tactile thing of it. There used to be a time when friendship had to be, you had to touch the person and spend time with that person physically, but now we're getting to the point where we're practicing the awareness of the tangibility of love, the actual tangible substance of love, the substance of samadhi. And this substance of samadhi is something that we can feel wrapping itself about us as we love deeply, as we meditate deeply in that samadhi self, in that love of self, just relishing love. And that love that I feel and that love that you feel, in that love that we feel together, we are one. So come on, let's go. Let's give some more affirmations where our words conspire to bring unison amongst us rather than difference. So let's go ahead and go now in this season of Samadhi's love. To the affirmation and prayer of the divine masculine presence and power. O sacred masculine essence of my eternal being, holy one in my core, I am that I am. I am that divine masculinity within me now. I am the will of that kingly consciousness being done. I am the unchanging awareness of each moment, the natural spaciousness of each instant. On earth, that I am, even as I am that in heaven. This sacred, tangible silence, death to my ego, source of my sustenance, this radiant gift of love, heart of my purpose, the Dharma, freely given to all. This shining void of stillness consumes every temptation of duality. This presence of samadhi dispels all cross-currents of the human ego. I am transfiguration's total surrender, forgiveness, and reconciliation. I am resurrection's focus of wisdom and power. I am the absolute cooperation with the inevitable, ascension's expanding glory of eternal victory. All this freedom forevermore I am. Om. Peace. Amen. I am. Om. Peace. Amen. I am. Om. Peace. Amen. I am. Every time that we give these mantras, every time that we say something that seems far off, seems like we should be sitting in a cave in the Himalayas in order to actually realize it, what we're actually doing is we're actually reminding ourselves of our true estate. It's real. It is true. But we have chosen not to believe it. We have chosen another way, another path that has been a little bit less glorious. But we need to convince ourselves that we are worthy beings, worthy sons and daughters of God, sons and daughters of the Most High God. And in that sonship we are gods. Have I not told you so? Ye are gods. Let's begin trying to act like it by saying the words that affirm its truth for us. Let's go on and give some more Samadhi game mantra. Affirmation and prayer of the Divine Feminine, the direct and connected fullness of beauty and forgiving grace. I am the Divine Feminine, the direct and connected fullness of beauty and forgiving grace. With me now in the intuition, dance, and relations of my heart. Chadasin Naharud, vision, purpose, and paradigm of the Golden Age dawning. Blessed queens of Buddhic, angelic, and Christic realms, Kuan Yin, Green Tara, Holy Mary, O Pallas Athena, Parvati, Sarasvati, Lakshmi, whom I am. Here are calls for compassion, wholeness, and the manifest oneness in the flesh. Here, formulate your intentions. Do your prayers. Give it so that you can see and feel as though the intentions were already manifest. Don't wait. Pretend right now that everything that you want is already manifest. Whatever feeling you'd like to have is already with you. Whatever outcome you'd like to see, you're already experiencing it in fullness. No waiting. It's that gulf between experiencing it now and waiting for it later that causes it to come later. Let's experience it now. I am that prayer, that intention. Manifest now. Thank God we don't have to wait for it. Thank God we have enough control over our own emotions and feeling world and mental process that we have all of that right now manifest. And because we do, it will resonate out into the universe and draw more of it to itself. The truth of that experience will come. Is now. Guide us. Intensify our path, the direct and connected fullness of beauty and forgiving grace, the manifest experience of healing and truth, and the mastery, liberation, and triumph of enlightenment. I am the cradled babe of eternity, safe in the bosom of omnipresence. I am the cradled babe of eternity, safe in the bosom of omnipresence. I am the cradled babe of eternity, safe in the bosom of omnipresence. Let's go straight into nothing's silence, sounding light. I am zero, the great yang, the vast silence, the undisturbed stillness, radiating an antakarana of oneness, the sounding of love alone, the essence of life and light, strength, courage, beauty, and perfection. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. I am nothing silence, I am sounding light, I am whole and universe, luminous golden white. In this stillness within, existence I am births to an active great yin radiance, spreading throughout the vastness. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am guided man. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am guided man. I am conscious silence, stalwart I command, stoic inspiration, I am guided man. Louder and louder, the great mother I am, muses, inspires, hums, and sings songs of new life, a glad music of my heart. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. I am sacred rhythm, my keynote harmony, this melody is truth, the light held high and free. Born, now, anew, I receive and I accept this Christos, Krishna, Buddha, Allah, Pharaoh, Monarch, Divine Mother, Father, Son, Conscious Awareness, Neutral Witness Awareness. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am come complete. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am come complete. 7 ultra sacred, flaming paraclete, my forehead now emblazoned, I am come complete. Let's go ahead and feel now this resonance of these mantras, bringing into balance within our own consciousness this masculine and feminine potential. Sit for just a few moments with it. At a certain point with the mantras, you're saying them, and you hear them, but you don't quite believe it. And at a certain point, as you give them over and over again, you say, oh, right, that's me. That's right, that's who I am. Oh, yes, I'm capable of that. Oh, what have I been doing? I'm walking the same path as Jesus. Yes, and as a Buddha as well, and of Muhammad, and of all the great ones that have ever walked the planet. I'm walking in the footprints of Saint Teresa of Lisieux, and of Saint Francis, and of Saint Germain, and Kuthumi, the masters of the Theosophical Society. Moria, I stand with you. I walk in that rarefied atmosphere, and I draw out of that rarefied atmosphere absolute bliss, the golden print of my destiny. Let's give some more mantras. Oops, sorry. Get back here. Make sure that I've got this correct. Yes. The radiant circle of healing love and the art of life in liquid white light. O radiant circle of healing love and the art of life in liquid white light, that I am. Encircle me now, encircle me now, encircle me now. I am this loving splendor encircling me now. I am this living prana-chi encircling me now. I am this liquid crystal fire encircling me now. I am this samadhi encircling me now. All this as this active intelligence of powerful conscious volition that I am. I radiate, radiate, radiate. I govern this exhaustless energy and precipitate all things into form. of those who come under the radiation of this, my radiant circle of healing love and the art of life and liquid white light, including, you can include your loved ones, my daughter Elliot, my wife Robbie, my son Ian, all of my family, Christy and her children, Jack and Sailor and Alexa, all of Robbie's family, Bob and Jane and Janie and Jamie and Marie and Theo and all of the nephews and nieces and everyone, all of the Samadhi Game tribe, Kathleen and Barbara and Jamie and all of you that have come over and over to listen to be a part of the Samadhi Game mantras. Thank you. Thank you for coming. I honor that. I am grateful for that. I am grateful for your being here. I ignite and I expand the illuminating center within their bodies, emotions, and minds into that active, perfect, and eternal garment of enlightenment, O radiant circle of healing love and the art of life and liquid white light, that I am. Instantly bring healing to and make art of all dual human ego in my world, opening wide the door of my heart to the ineffable, divine and present existence in expression and expansion. I am the wide open door of my heart, flooding forth the radiant circle of healing love and the art of life and liquid white light, the enchantingness of essence of my electronic body, and I am Samadhi. I balance, blaze, and dazzle the threefold activity of my heart's Samadhi. Ennobling love, wisdom, and power encircles me, now and forever, bringing healing to and making art of every dual human ego activity, freeing me to leap into divine union with the source of these, the shining three. I am the mighty, magic, electromagnetic circle of invincible, liquid love, light, and life substance, instantly transmuting and harmonizing, healing and making art of every discordance or distraction which seeks to enter or intrude itself, masquerading as the I am me. I am the self-sustaining perfection of my world, enfolded in the radiant circle of healing love and the art of life and liquid white light. The Samadhi that I am, I remain. Vanish the veils of light and shade. I abide in the shining truth of divine law and the justice of eternity. I am the lake of kindness, free of disturbing conditions inner and outer. Om. 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 I am commanding all therapies within this, the inner magic of my radiant circle of healing love, to be revealed with the art of life and liquid white light, of Samadhi, the all-pervading, serving and harmonizing bliss. And who are you? But that bliss, sitting in that beautiful Buddha's pose. So have a really happy, beautiful holiday season in the love of Samadhi and Samadhi's love. And come back again. We're going to try and get this whole broadcasting worked out. If not, I'll be broadcasting from here a few more times until we hear from Ustream and Telestream and Ustream producer software that can work on our bigger, more advanced computer upstairs. So thank you again and again for coming, for being part of Samadhi Game, for the tribe. Spend as much time as you can daily. And remember, I'm going to try and come back, so keep your eyes open on the Facebook site for daily installments of Samadhi Game. They'll not cost very much, but it's important to be a part of those so that you can get your momentum going. Lots of love. Enjoy the music as we finish this meditation today. Here it is.